Okay, what is peripheral? Peripheral කියන්නේ මොනවාද? Yes, සමාධි peripherals කියන්නේ මොනවාද? Desandu, are you there? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, shall we turn on the video? Then I can see you all, no? Oh, I can see. Who's this? Shall we turn on the video? Otherwise, I don't know whether you are sleeping or whether you're doing something else. Desandu, yes. Peripherals කියන්නේ මොනවාද? Dunal?
Things which get devices which get connected to the motherboard from outside externally.
Yeah. So devices connected to the motherboard from outside. From outside means you can either connect using wires or using wireless media. Wire or wireless media වලින් connect කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right?
Sir,
Yes.
input output devices.
Yeah, input output devices, true. Input, not just input output devices, it is input output plus secondary storage. Three things: input, output, and secondary storage. Why I'm telling like that? So when it comes to the motherboard is the it is the component, it is the main board. ඒකට තමයි හැමදේම connect වෙන්නේ motherboard එකට. It is similar to your let's say your bonds. It is similar to your bonds. You know that after decomposition of the body, අපි මරුණාම අපේ body එක decompose වෙනවා කියන්නේ මොනවද ඒකට කියන්නේ සිංහලේ? ජීර්ණය වෙනවා කියලා කියමු. හරි. අපේ body එක decompose වෙනවා. Decompose වෙලා අන්තිමට ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද? Yes? Bonds. Yeah. Finally, the remainder will be bonds. So everything is connected to bond. Everything is connected to bond. Yes, better if you can turn on the video, then I can see you, what you are doing and all. Maybe you are sleeping likewise. I can see. So better if you can turn on the video. So that's why I also turned on to show that I'm alive. Right? I'm alive still. That's why I just turned on my video. So it's better because we'll be more interactive. But if you feel that it will consume more data, better keep it off. But it's up to you. Anyway, okay, then bonds. Your bonds වලට තමයි අපේ ඔක්කොම connect වෙන්නේ. ඔක්කොම systems ටික මේ bonds හින්දා තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ තමයි අපේ motherboard එක. Motherboard එක හින්දා තමයි අනිත් ඔක්කොම components connect වෙන්නේ. හරි bonds කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපේ blood circulation system එක කියුවත් කමන්නේ. So that's how each and every components are connected. අපි රුධිර ගමනාගමන පද්ධතියත් එහෙමනේ. ඒකටත් හැමදේම connect වෙලා හින්දා ඒක වැඩ කරන්නේ. So that is basically very important component in the computer. So whatever connected to that externally, the parts connected to that externally are called peripherals. ඒකට බාහිරින් සම්බන්ධ වෙන ඒවා wired වෙන්න පුළුවන්, wireless වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Wired කියන්නේ මේ like you can see the wires going on inside the processor. Maybe mouse එකේ තියෙන්නේ කොහොමද? mouse එකක් ගත්තාම මේ mouse එකක් ගත්තාම මේක wire එකක් තියෙනවා. But සමහර ඒවා තියෙනවා wireless. keyboard එකක් ගත්තාම wire එකක් තියෙනවා. wireless connect වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. speaker එහෙම bluetooth speaker වෙන්න පුළුවන්. wireless keyboard වෙන්න පුළුවන්. wireless microphone වෙන්න පුළුවන්. It can be wireless or wired. So those are called peripherals. Anyway, whatever connected to motherboard externally. So think about hard disk. ඔගලගේ computer එකේ hard disk එක. ඔගලන්ට පේන්න තියෙනවද? Is it visible to you? Hard disk, is it visible to you?
No.
No, it's not visible. Unless it is external hard disk. External hard disk එකක් නම් visible. If not, it is not visible to you. So if it is okay, if it is external hard disk, if it is internal hard disk, it is not visible. Right. Desandu, if you yeah, okay. Right, if it is a external hard disk, it is visible unless it is not visible. It is inside, but it is connected to motherboard using wires. ඒක motherboard එකට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ wires වලින්. The wires වලින් සම්බන්ධ වෙන හින්දා, so basically ඒක wires වලින් සම්බන්ධ වෙන හින්දා අපි කියන එක peripheral එක. pen drive එකට wire එකක් විශේෂයෙන් නැද්ද, තියෙනවද? For USB actually there's a wired connection. USB එකක් කෙලින් සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Wire එකක් කරහා තමයි USB connection එක එන්නේ. That's why pen drive is, anyway pen drive has interface. Even it is not a wire, it has separate interface to connect. That's why it's a peripheral. CD, DVD, peripherals. All these things are peripherals. Okay, ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපි බලමු කොහොමද මේවා සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ කියලා පොඩ්ඩක්. So let's go and watch a video how these are connected. Okay, let me show this. Okay, what is this? What is this? මේ මොකද්ද?
Motherboard.
Yeah, it is motherboard.
Motherboard.
මේකට තමයි ඔක්කොම high වෙන්නේ. ඔන්න බලා ගන්න. high වෙන විදිහත් බලා ගන්න. What is this? මේ මොකද්ද?
Storage.
This is called random access memory. RAM.
RAM.
This is called random access memory or RAM. So why this is important? RAM එකක්. ඇයි RAM එකක් ඕන වෙන්නේ? That is called, this is also called main memory. RAM එකට තව කියන නමක් තමයි main memory. ප්‍රධාන මතකය කියලා කියනවා. Why that is very important? That is main memory. So what's the difference between memory and storage? වෙනස මොකද්ද? memory එකේ storage එකේ? Sinhala කිව්වත් කමක් නැහැ. If you can answer in Sinhala, it's okay. But prefer if you can tell it in English. This is English medium class. Sinhala medium class එක අපේ තියෙන්නේ 5 ඉඳන්නේ. 5 ඉඳන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ හවස. So if since this is English medium class, so but ඔයාලට ඒක දැන් වචන අල්ල ගන්න ඕන නම් තේරෙනවා මදි වගේ නම් English medium class, it's better to come to Sinhala medium class as well. You can come for both classes. We will not charge extra. So you can come for Sinhala medium class as well. Anyway, එතකොට RAM එක. ඇයි මේකට main memory එක කියන්නේ? ප්‍රධාන මතකය කියන්නේ. මොකද්ද මතකය memory and storage වල වෙනස? What's the difference between?
Memories are short term and long term.
Yeah, memory is short term. Memory is current anyway. Current means now. Memory addresses things now. So whatever you can see in the screen now is in the memory. දැන් ඔයාලට මේ screen එකේ පේන ඒවා තියෙන්නේ memory එකේ. දැන් අපි මෙහෙම අහමු. So what's your name? So it's in memory. When I ask what's your name, you can answer quickly because it's in memory. Currently you are, but when you sleep, if I ask what's your name, you will not answer because your memory is in sleep status. Right? Memory එක කියන්නේ මේ දැන් වෙන දේවල් වලට උත්තර දෙන දැන් වෙන දේවල් තියෙන තැන. ඒතර දැන් run කරන Zoom program එක, it's in memory. Then run karana, maybe you are running your audio drives, audio device. It's in memory. You are running your operating system. It's in your memory. Me run වෙන ඒවා දැන් තියෙන memory එකේ. Memory එකේ කොච්චර දේවල් තියෙනවද කියලා කොහොමද බලන්නේ? How you check? Yes? How you check the memory? Usage of memory. කොහොමද බලන්නේ?
From the memory reader.
From memory reader. What is the memory reader? Yes? What do you mean by memory reader?
It reads the memory. The action.
The memory. No, tell me one practical or easy method to access or see the memory. Lazy විදියක් කියන්න බලන්න memory එක දැන් තියෙන memory එක කොච්චර තියෙනවද? කොච්චර ඒකේ ඉඩ තියෙනවද කියලා බලන්න විදිය. Sorry.
This PC.
I cannot hear you properly. Maybe some connection issue. Can you paste in the chat section? Chat එකේ දානවද? I think there will be connection. So ඔයාලට ඇහෙනව නේද මාව?
Oh, sir.
කැඩි
Oh, sir.
කැඩි දැහෙන්නේ? නෑ නේද?
Nah.
නෑ අපේ ඒ කතා කරපු පුතාගේ ඒ පැත්තෙන් මොන හරි connections slowness එකක් තියෙනවා. Okay, so the person who just so better if you can paste in the chat එකේ දාන්නවා කියපු එක. හරි බලන්න මෙහෙමයි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ Windows computers නේ ගොඩක් කට්ටිය පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. You are using Windows computers. මම මගේ Windows computer එකකට connect වෙලා පෙන්නන්න. හරි. මම chat එකේ දාලා තියෙනවා. මොකද්ද? This PC. One said that me she said task manager. That is correct. How we are going to check this? Using the easiest way is using task manager. Task manager එකට යන්නේ කොහොමද? So you can see my screen, no? Can you see Windows screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when you click on the taskbar එක කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේක. මේකේ මේ වෙලාව එහෙම තියෙන වෙලාව තියෙනවා icon තියෙනවා ඔය අතරමැද තියෙන හිස් තැනක click කරන්න ඕන. When you click on taskbar, you can access task manager. You can see the menu, no? Task manager. So you can do this while coming to this lesson. You can do if you are using a computer එකක් use කරනවා නම් ඔයා කරලා බලන්න. Right click කරලා task manager. When you go to task manager, here you have tab called performance. Process performance. There you can see the memory or RAM. මේ තියෙන RAM එක. So this Windows machine RAM is 4 GB. So what is the utilization? You can see more than half is in use. Here you can see 2.6 GB in use. Even my memory is 4 GB, 2.6 GB in use. Who are using this? This operating system, the programs, they are using that. Then මම මේක program එකක් close කරන්නම් බලන්න මම මේ එකක් close කරනවා වෙන Firefox තියෙනවා මගේ මම Firefox close කරනවා මම close කරනවා දැන් මොකද උනේ memory එකට මේ Can you see what has happened?
Yes, sir.
Now what is used is 2.3 GB, no? Earlier was
2.6 GB.
2.6. Okay, let me, here I have another Firefox window. Let me close that as well. I'm going to close that too. Now what has happened? Now it is
1.9 GB.
1.9 GB. All of you saw that? හැමෝම දැක්කද ඒක?
Yes.
එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ප්‍රැක්ටිකලි තේරෙනවද මං කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා? මං කියන්නේ දැන් මේ වැඩ කරන ඒවා තමයි මෙමරි එකේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒවා අඩු කරනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙමරි එකේ යූසේජ් එක අඩු වෙනවා. හැබැයි මං අලුත් එකක් දැම්මොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? දැන් මං ඔන්න Firefox ආයෙ on කරනවා. බලන්න දැන් තියෙන්නේ 1.9. තේදි මං Firefox on කරනවා. වෙන Firefox on වුණා. Firefox on වෙනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ මේ පැත්තේ? අර 1.9 නේ තිබ්බේ බලමු මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. on වෙලා minimize උනක් වැඩක් නැහැ. බලන්න on වෙනකොට මොකද උනේ කියලා මේ. This has increased now 2.3 GB is in use. Understood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you know both parts. Physically RAM එක කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා දැක්කා. memory එක කියන්නේ අර තිබ්බේ පොඩි circuit කෑල්ලක්. That is called memory. Logically එක වැඩ කරන විදිහක් දැක්කා. Now if someone asks you next time, you must tell what is there in RAM or main memory. What are the things there in the RAM or main memory? මොනවද තියෙන්නේ main memory එකේ? මේ දැන් වැඩ කරන දේවල්, දැන් වැඩ කරන application, දැන් වැඩ කරන software, දැන් වැඩ කරන data. Currently accessing programs, currently accessing data, currently accessing information. That is there in the memory. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is there in the storage? May තියෙන them these Firefox, all these things are now in storage. Storage එකේ තියෙනවා currently accessing the can be accessed later anytime.
Can be accessed later.
Yeah, can be accessed later. Then may තියෙන මේ hard disk එකේ තියෙනවා. So these are the files, programs. These programs can be accessed when we need. When we require, we can access those programs. For an example, I have this, okay, I have TeamViewer here. If I need that, this is now in secondary storage or the storage. When I double click, what will happen? Secondary storage එකේ තියෙනවා double click කරාම මොකද වෙන්නේ? කොහෙට දෙන්නේ?
Main memory එකට.
Main memory එකට එනවා මේ RAM එකට එනවා. ඒකනේ ඉඩ ගන්න මෙයාගේ. හරි ඔයාලගෙත් මතකේ ඔය වගේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ exam ලඟ වුණා මොකද වෙන්නේ? exam එකේ එහෙම ලඟ වුණාම වාර විභාගෙම ලඟ වුණාම මොකද වෙන්නේ? Secondary storage එකේ තියෙන ඒවා that will come to main memory. How? What is your secondary storage? Books, no? You have books. You have books, notes, tudes. That is your secondary storage. When exam is close by or when exam is scheduled, what will happen? You slowly start loading the secondary storage to main memory. Why? In the exam, you need main memory to answer because you can't watch secondary storage. තේරුණාද මං කියපේ exam එකේදී මොකද කරන්න පුළුවන්? ඔයාලට main memory එකෙන් තමයි උත්තර ලියන්න වෙන්නේ. Secondary storage එකෙන් ලියුවොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? පොත බලන් ලියුවොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? Then you have to repeat the exam. නැත්නම් පන්තියෙන් එළියට දානවා ටීචර් කණෙන් අල්ලලා. එහෙම කරන්න බෑ. So එතකොට ඕගොල්ලෝ වගේ තමයි computer එකත්. Computer also saves things in secondary storage. Secondary storage means hard disk. Remember these things. Remember with the examples. Examples එක මතක තියාගන්න. Computer will save things in secondary storage. But when it wants to access those things, what will happen? It will load to, yes, it will load to main memory.
Main memory.
Right, great. So now let me show this again. This was the one we were discussing. So we had main memory. What is this?
Hard disk.
Hard disk.
You can see here, it is hard disk. It is hard disk. ඒක මොකක්ද? එතකොට ඒ තමයි secondary storage එක. In addition to hard disk, what are the other components in secondary storage? In addition to hard disk, what are the other components in secondary storage?
Micro SD card.
Yes, micro SD card, SD card, pen drive, USB drive, CD, DVD, Blu-ray. All these things are secondary storages. ඒ හැම එකක්ම save කරන්න තමයි ගන්න. CVD, DVD, micro SD, SD, USB, pen drive. All are secondary storage devices. Okay, what is this?
CPU.
Again, you can see processor, CPU, central processing unit. So what is the responsibility of central processing unit? The responsibility of input devices is? What is the responsibility of input device?
Enter data and instructions to the computer.
Enter data and clear. Yes, very clear. Enter data and instruction to the computer. I input devices තියෙන්නේ එළියෙන් බාහිරින් දේවල් computer එක තුලට ගන්න. So for an example, microphone. Microphone එක බාහිරින් ශබ්ද ගන්නවා. Think about mouse. Mouse එකෙන් XY pointers X සහ Y ස්ථාන ලකුණු කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ. We can give that from external. X සහ Y. Keyboard එකෙන් අකුරු දාන්න පුළුවන් බාහිරින්. අකුරු අපිට input කරන්න පුළුවන්. Then touch screen, again mouse point එක වගේ තමයි touch screen එකනොත් screen එකේ coordinates XY coordinates පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්. Then think about scanner, documents ගන්න පුළුවන්. Think about webcam. Here I turn on the webcam, means it can input images and videos, right? That is the purpose of input device. Get inputs from external world. What is the responsibility of output device? What is the responsibility of output device? Yes? You need to answer.
Results of work done by the
Show,
computer.
show results.
Yeah, show results. Show results. After processing, it shows us the result. Output something. So, or give us feedback. So that is the responsibility of output device. What is the responsibility of memory? Responsibility of memory is to keep currently accessing programs as well as instructions and data. So what is the responsibility of processor then?
It does
Processing.
all calculations of the computer.
Sorry?
Processing.
Yes,
Processing.
obviously processing. What processing means? Processing means?
Does all the calculations of the computer.
Yeah, all the calculation, not just calculations, calculations plus logical things like comparisons, checking whether it is equal, not equal, greater than, less than, organize, all these things, all kind of data manipulations, processing by arithmetic calculations and processing by logical organizing is done by processor. තාර්කිකව සහ ගණිතමය විදිහට දේවල් වෙනස් කරන එක තමයි process එක කරන්නේ. Okay, now we know the computers, main parts of the computer, and then you have some additional things like here you can see CD, DVD, ROM. Here you can see the cooling fan, because the processor generate heat, you need to cool that, you need cooling fan. And okay, then you have power unit here, that is the equipment give power to computer. And here you have the motherboard, that is where peripherals are connected. Okay, this is casing. Why casing? Some people call this CPU, that is wrong. මේකට CPU කියලා කියන එක වැරදි. CPU කිව්වේ අපි අර දැක්ක එකට. මෙන්න මේකට තමයි CPU කියන්නේ. මේකට CPU කියන්නේ නැහැ. This is called casing. Casing නැත්තම් තව නමක් කියනවා system unit කියලා කියනවා. So why system unit? Because it protect the components from outside world. Physically, it protect the components from the outside world. And you put all these components to the casing, and then you close the casing, and then you can see a working computer after that. Here, these are the steps. Anyway, I'll share this video with you. So with the presentation. So basically, let me write down what you have learned now. We have learned few things. So first thing is, so you can write with me. You can write with me. First thing is, we learn input devices, feed in data and instructions from the outside world. Outside world means things outside the computer. So output devices producing and showing the results. Producing and showing the results to the outside world. Examples for input devices, you can say mouse, sorry, first thing is keyboard. It is primary, it is number one, because any device has a keyboard. I'll write this in red color because it is primary. It's very important. Then you have mouse, joystick, and scanner. Then you have webcam, Not only that, mouse, your joystick, scanner, webcam, microphone to give sound input. Then, okay. Then output devices, the main thing is screen. That is red color. Not only that, you have speaker and projectors. Projector. You have plotter. Printers. Those are the head-mounted devices, HMDs. Those are the output devices. And processor. So why processor? So I'll explain what are the processors. Yes, I'll explain that. So what are the plotters? I'll explain. Processor used to produce outputs by processing data arithmetically and logically. And then main memory used to store in currently accessing programs, instructions, and data. Then secondary storage used to store data for later access. Long time data storages. This is short time data store, and not only that, it is volatile. Volatile means depends on the current. When you have current only, ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලටත් අර නිදාගත්තොත් මතක නැහැනේ මොකුත්. ඒ වගේ තමයි මේ main memory එකේ current එක තියෙනකම් මතකයි, off වුණාම එයාගෙන් erase වෙනවා. එහෙනම් අපි කියනවා volatile කියලා. Depends on the voltage, depends on the power, depends on current. Okay, finish writing down. Because we have to explain few terms like people don't know what are the plotters, HMDs. So I have to explain that. Type of joysticks. Here you have to add touchpad and light pen. Touchpad, light pen, also input device. Right. If you finished writing, I can go and explain this, because let me know when you finished writing.
Yes, sir.
Right, finish. Others?
Yes, sir.
Finish. Okay.
Finish.
So let me show a few examples. Like, so what is basically joystick? Joystick, you have different types. Joystick is not the one that you really think. All these are joystick types. Joystick types. So you can see all these are joystick types here. So this is joystick. Sometimes you can see this kind of component in your laptop. Some old laptops, it has this kind of joystick. Then this is like a gear lever. This is also joystick. This, for gaming, you are using this kind of things. This is also a joystick. So sometimes it can be a steering wheel like this. Steering wheel එකක් ඒකේ accelerator, brake, clutches ඒ වගේ තියෙන steering wheel set එකක් වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒකත් joystick එකක්. So right, I have purchased one for my kid, actually, this kind of thing. So from there are Sri Lanka ලංකාවේ තියෙනවා මේ මම නම් ගෙන්න ගත්තා basically. So it can be used because he used to drive my vehicle. It is headache for me because he's still like 3 years old. So but he's trying to drive my vehicle, but it is not secure. Therefore I have given him a different setup. I have plugged this in the other side, maybe a back side of my seat, so he can drive this by looking at the screen. But that is not real steering wheel. Steering wheel එකක් වගේ තමයි ඒක වැඩ කරන්නේ. එතකොට යාට screen එකේ පේනවා drive කරනවා වගේ. If you are using games and all, you can use this kind of, but don't bother your parents. So that's why I'm really worried, because I don't want to show you, but when I show these things, you will go and request from your parents. So that is not good, because you don't need this, no. So you need this, you need something to study. You don't need gaming equipment for the movement. Maybe if you have free time after all the studies, you can think of that, not now. Right, then HMDs. HMD, head mounted device, HMD. Sometimes you call goggles or HMDs. These are the HMDs. දැකලා ඇති ෆිල්ම්ස් වල එහෙම දාගන්නවා. 3D විදිහට බලන්න පුළුවන්. ත්‍රිමාන විදිහට අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන්. මේකේ නම් මේ HMD එකක් නැති.
Are they same as VR boxes?
No, VR box is something different. VR box එකක් නම් it's like only $1,500 නේ. රුපියල් 1500 1200 විතර ගන්න පුළුවන් VR box එකක්. VR box is something like this. VR box is not input devices. VR box is something like this. You can put your mobile into VR box. VR box එකක් ඇතුළට ඔයාගේ mobile phone එක දාන්න පුළුවන්. Mobile phone එකක් දාලා VR box වලින් බලන්න පුළුවන් videos තියෙනවා. දැන් basically මේකත් ඔයාලා දැනගන්න කොහොමද VR box එකක් කියන්නේ virtual reality books. ඒ කියන්නේ VR box එකක් ඔයා දාගෙන පිටිපස්ස හැරුණොත් ඔයාට පේන්නේ පිටිපස්සේ වෙන දේවල් ෆිල්ම් එකේ. උඩ බැලුවොත් පේන්නේ ෆිල්ම් එකේ උඩ වෙන දේවල්. බිම බැලුවොත් පේන්නේ බිම වෙන දේවල්. එතකොට ඔයාට ඇත්තටම හිතෙනවා ඔයා ෆිල්ම් එකේ ඇතුලේ භූතෙක් වගේ ඉන්නවා කියලා. හරි? You can't do anything. You can't touch. You can't see you can't interact with the characters. But you can see what's happening around you. වටේම බලන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාට මොනවද වෙන්නේ කියලා වටේ කැරකි බලන්න පුළුවන්. So that is VR box. This is very cheap. This is only 1,200. You can also build your one. Box මේකේ තියෙනවා මේ YouTube එකේ ගිහිල්ලා බලලා ඔයාට මේකක් හදා ගන්නත් පුළුවන් ගෙදර. It's very simple. So මෙතන පොඩි disconnection එකක් ඇයි විනාඩි 2ක විතර මේක save කරනකම්. Then I'll join back. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගෙදර නිදා ගන්න එපා. ඉවර වෙන්නේ නැහැ lesson එක. මේ link එකෙන්ම ආයෙ join වෙන්න. මොකද මේක save කරන්න අහනවා. මම මේක save කරලා ආයෙ මේ link එකෙන් මෙන්න පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න ඔහොම විනාඩි 5ක් ඉන්න. මේ link එකෙන්ම ආයෙ